Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about something that I came across in my YouTube feed regarding a transgender woman competing in a sporting event. I think it's a swimming event, and there's now a Senate hearing in the US regarding this issue. So apparently this person, Lia Thompson, born male, biologically male, still looks male actually, but is expressing his gender as a female woman now. So he is now she, named Lia Thompson, and competed in a women's swimming event. Now the issue is it right? Is it fair? And why was this accepted? So I'm not sure about the rules or when did this happen, but for sure 100% it's not a thing here in the Philippines. We do have a huge trans community, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's as open as, let's say, Thailand, because we are a predominantly Catholic and Catholic country, and we also have a huge community of Muslim um, um, like Muslim people. And yeah, I've never seen it in local sporting events, and I don't think it has happened in our like Southeast Asian games. Men's sports have still been for men, biological male. Um, I think there are LGBTQIA plus, but although their gender expression is, let's say, if they're um, okay, but they compete still in the events for their biological um, category. So whatever their gender expression is, if they were born female, they still compete in women's sporting events, and if they're born male, they still compete in men's sporting events. And I think it's just fair, and I really hope that it does not happen here and it ends there in the US, because it is unfair. I can say this because even if I'm a non-professional athlete, I am still an athlete who competed in things before. I used to run a lot, and recently I started playing tennis. Um, I did martial arts. I was a cheerleader. And if you are a person who does sports, you would know that even if a person born on the same day and the same year, everything is the same, but the only difference, heck, if they're twins and the only difference is one is male and one is female, the factor is different. Everything changes for the female and everything changes for the male, because you can add and subtract anything to make the person look a certain way, but your internal organs, your muscle structure, your biology, your physicality, you can't change that unless I don't you're going to totally transform yourself and just shave off everything. Like, if you're a woman, by a woman, and you try to be a man, you're going to add muscles, I don't know, add bones, restructure your entire like chest area, and then make your hips smaller, I don't know, shave your hips. It's just, there's a reason why a person was born with, it's like, biology is different for Basically, my point is biology is different from gender expression. Now, a person can express their gender no matter how they want. But when it comes to sports, which is a physical activity that relies heavily on your body mechanics, it just will not work. And I think all the women in the world, and even not reasonable, I mean, you know, even trans people who know science would agree and should agree that biological men should not compete in women's sporting events, and biological women, even after transitioning to be a female, should not compete. Transitioning to be a male, should not compete in male events. Um, Maybe if they want to not to be considered in men's sports, they could make a trans women's sports. But so in that sense, everyone in that trans women event would be biological male, but they would be like expressing their gender as a female, and that would make it fair and equal. What was I supposed to say? Okay, so it's one, like, for example, I recently, like a year and a half ago, or no, almost a year and a month ago, I started playing tennis, and my group mostly consists of like three female. We're all cisgender, three women, and my friend's two brothers who are male. Now, we're all learning technique. We're all learning condition. Endurance. We're all learning skills, but we cannot say that even if even if all the women in the team in our group works to a certain level and compete one on one against a biological male, the power is different, the strength is different, and that's because they are biologically male and we are biologically female. Just like a biological man can never give birth, no matter what they do. That's something that only a woman's body can do. So there are limits to. I don't know how to say this, but again, gender expression is a different thing, but your biology is a different thing as well. Not to discredit your experience, your thought process, who you are as a person, it's not a problem, but biology is biology. If you were born a man, the body is different. You can want the same things, do the same things in life. I mean, women can do a lot of things, men can do a lot of things. It's just this one thing, sports and biology, that you cannot separate, that you can't blur the lines when it comes to that. So that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on this issue. It's like, I don't even understand why people are even talking about this. It's biology. It's physical. It's something that you can see. I don't understand the debate. Why it's even allowed. Why was it even allowed? And I hope the world learns from this, because everything else is fine. Expression, family units, all of that doesn't matter, because they don't rely on the basic factor of the characteristic of a body, of a biological man and a biological woman. A family can have, like, parents can be both male and both female, doesn't really matter, but they would still need surrogates to have the baby because two men can never ever give birth. And it's fine, you know, gender expression, it's fine. Family units. But when it comes to sports and competitions and physicality, I mean, in the sense that if in sports, once again, it's really specific in sports. So that's one thing that really bothered me, that why it's even being discussed and why it's even being up for debate. And like, duh, is what I can think of. That's it for this video, and I just hope that it ends there. It doesn't spread everywhere else, because training your whole life for a sport, that would give you an unfair disadvantage just because they're trying to appease, or I don't know, trying to, I don't even know what their motivations are. Maybe it's political. In the US, I have no idea. But yeah, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one.